Yo!
Hey,
Chokes in consciousness, enlightened ones.
we're here again.
Hello.
And another episode.
Another one. We 41.
Yeah.
I'll remember that now since we're like early. This
Mm-hmm.
last week was 40.
Mm-hmm. We really got lost mid-30s.
I
Like
think that's pretty
mid-20s through
accurate.
mid-30s.
I think that pretty much reflects life because, like,
Mm.
sometimes I'll be like, I'll have to question. I'm like, am I 36? Like, so
Mm.
sometimes I might add a year and I'm like, whoa, hold on. But you just get lost in the sauce, like late 20s, going into your 30s.
Mm-hmm. I
I
haven't
think
done
in the
that yet.
40s, it'll happen. I think in your 40s, you like reestablish.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like a
Yeah.
refined 20s to 30s. Like a better version of the 20s and 30s.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can't wait for
Excited.
that.
I know. We haven't done our Sequoia check in.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think we're. Because last time we talked, I think we were talking about how thick we were and
Mm-hmm.
like, rooted, not necessarily the height.
Yeah.
Where do you think we're at now?
Shoulder height? Or
Okay.
my shoulder height?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
So
Above average.
so you're like the top of your head?
You know what? I'm not that small. I think. It might be at my nose. Yeah.
All
Nose or
right.
chin. I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
They're getting tall.
Yeah. My chin, your shoulders. Yeah. So okay, yeah, we are out here. Enlightened ones, we appreciate you. Again, like, subscribe, give us a follow, give
Ooh,
us oh
we made it over 50.
oh
Yeah. Enlighten the
nice.
ones listen.
Dang. Wow. Dang. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was pretty
Oh.
pumped. I saw it the other morning. Like, yeah.
I'm glad you saved it for me for this moment. So where are we at? What number?
um, I it's over 50, but I can't. I'll check real quick.
Yeah, just the official number.
YouTube's growing.
Okay. We were at 45 last week in Light Ones.
Yeah, we're at 55.
Oh, a whole 20?
Hey, yeah,
Dang.
that's kind of crazy in
A
1 week.
whole Hey, let's keep it going. Thank you. Welcome, new enlightened ones. We appreciate the follow, whether you're listening, you're watching and listening, or just watch whatever. We appreciate you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. So we got to set a new goal.
I mean, 65, or should we go higher?
How about 75? It's like
All
a
right.
quarter.
All right. Yeah, that's a good number, 75.
Yeah, okay. We appreciate you. Well, a little less than a quarter, right? Because we're at 55. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
our original goal was 50. We've exceeded that. So, enlightened ones, we appreciate the energy you're giving us. Hopefully, obviously, I think you're somewhat enjoying hearing Michaela and I when we, pop in.
I hope
So,
nobody's just listening and hating.
hey, you got to have haters too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people they just don't like you, so they just listen to you to see your inevitable downfall. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's okay. Add to the number.
Yeah, we ain't downfalling.
Never. Constant ascend. Yeah, I like the attitude. So, enlightened ones, give it, keep spreading the word. Maybe we'll get up. Not, it's going to be guaranteed. We will get up to 75 at some point in time. We don't know when that will happen, but we just know we're going to continue to ascend and elevate.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to post some more videos too for the enlightened ones.
We definitely do. We got to have some more we need more training videos. We got to upload some stuff on that. Comps coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get more videos of you choking me.
I had this. I'm gonna have to tell you tonight because I can't give the surprise away. But I had this random thought while I was lifting today, and I was like, how they have those like short like martial arts videos of like the master, and he's just like on top of a mountain. He's just
Okay, maybe I don't know what
well,
you're talking
like those random videos of like some kung fu master or like old master. They're like shadow boxing or whatever they're doing on top of a mountain.
about.
Just like the scenery, right?
Yeah.
The visual. I had the same thought of my Halloween costume from last year maybe making an appearance with Spider-Man.
For what? For jiu-jitsu or for the pod?
For the pod.
Okay, cool. That sounds awesome to me.
You know, TBD, to be determined, but I'm planting the seed.
Okay, that'd be fun. I'm down to go put my suit on right now.
Hey, you know, I was like, I gotta bust this costume back out. I can't just like wear this one time.
I want to roll in my Spider-Man costume. I think that'd be kind of cool.
You should. Didn't you bring that to kids class one year?
No, I was going to, and then something happened. Like I had something on that
No.
day, or I couldn't. I don't know. Something came up, so I didn't do that. But this coming year, hopefully,
It's going down. Yeah, I'm gonna be somebody different this year, so
all right.
I can't tell you what it's gonna be yet.
Dang.
Yeah.
Is it a surprise?
Yeah. Emily knows. I'll tell you when it gets closer. Because I don't think I'm gonna change, but
why can't you tell?
Okay, I'll tell you tonight.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell the pod. Yeah. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everyone. You gotta wait.
I'll tell you though. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
And think about this with our little videos that we might put, you know, for our enlightened ones. Just some funny stuff. We have new weapon, like we do have a new arsenal.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bust out the nunchucks from Nikki.
Thanks, Nikki. That was an excellent thought, Nikki. We appreciate not only you thinking about it, but the fact that you had a pair of foam nunchucks just on hand.
Yeah, and just gave them to you before class. It's
yeah, awesome. That warmed my soul.
We're becoming ninjas for real.
Yeah, and Michaela brought in the prop pocket knives. Working on that. We are going to be full-blown ninjas.
Yeah.
And then we're going to get some stars. We're going to find those stars that are environment friendly. Heidi, okay?
We won't stab anyone.
Or mats.
Or mats or walls. We won't throw them at the walls, Heidi.
Just add it to the eventual Ground Theory Adventure Day. This can be part of like the games, right? Yeah. Like how many combos with the nunchucks can you do before you hit yourself?
Better start practicing for that.
Just saying.
Yeah. Our field day is going to be a whole event. Like it sounds like it's going to be a 3-day event. Honestly,
I was like, this is not just like an afternoon.
Because we got too many things planned for that.
Because like, do we add the lock-in with the adventure day, or is that separate?
Does the lock-in kick off the adventure weekend? Maybe
that's part of adventure day though. Because if you can't make it through the lock-in,
we just see who drops throughout the weekend. Like, oh, we just lost Robin.
I think so. You know, how long it's kind of like, you know, when they have those dance competitions, everybody's like dancing. Who's the last one on? Yeah.
We'll see who our strongest player is.
Yeah. How mentally tough can you be in this situation? 2 days with the Ground Theory crew with games, rolling, and roasting. Because you know people roasting. Exactly. Because you know shit talking is gonna be happening.
Dang.
It's mental warfare.
Well, I lose with that already.
No, I think you already have an advantage, right? Like you're pretty good at taking it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
all right.
Yeah, nothing's really gonna like shake you up too much.
You're right. I just can't talk shit back
That's
without
okay.
stuttering.
but like your mental warfare is like comes from the physical dominance, right? Of like, yeah, you can't beat me. Or yeah, it's gonna be a problem if you come up against me. It's like, damn, Michaela's still in it. Like, damn. Right. See, that's your mental warfare. I got you. That's your superpower.
Thanks, Deja.
Honestly, enlightened ones, the ones that train at Ground Theory, I know that as we're talking about this, you're just getting more and more excited. Every week or every time we mention this, watering these little seeds. Maybe at first you were like, y'all are ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Even I think Heidi was maybe looking at us a little crazy. But the more we mention it and we get more specific, I think we're getting some buy-in.
I feel like this is going to go down like the Fire Festival. We get everyone super hyped for this event.
Dang, not the...
But yeah, we got nothing planned.
not the Fire Festival with the little... What was that little dinner box that they had? It was like a half a thing, like a half sandwich with like a half a thing of turkey, like half cheese sauce, a little layer of lettuce.
We'll come prepared. This is just going to take time, but
it will.
Just the way we're hyping it up, it's like nothing's planned yet. But
yeah, we're just because we just keep adding more ideas to it because we're just getting excited. We haven't locked in on like, okay, this is what we're doing, and this is what it would look like.
Yeah,
we don't have the business plan out yet. Okay, it's just we're like Disney.
We need to get sponsors.
I know. I was like, dang, like what if we had like a food truck?
We can make this a whole thing, like a citywide thing. We just keep going and going. Your friend Steve could help us plan it out.
Steve would definitely help for sure.
He had a good plan the other night.
He did. He's about that. We'd have to consult with Steve on like all the stuff that he was talking about. I think I was getting overwhelmed. So I was just like, I didn't even think about an eighth of that.
Yeah, me neither. I'm like, oh, this is really planned out. We're not ready for any of this.
Maybe we do a test run.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, like a half a day field day, but like just with like up to 15, 16 people.
Yeah, we should start there first. That's a good idea.
That's probably a good idea. Because then we'll be excited, and then there'll be more people who are like, dang, how come we didn't get to do field day? Be like, didn't know. We had tested out, but now if we know we can get like 50 people, plan it out in the future.
Yeah. Are we playing dodgeball?
Why not? Why wouldn't we? I don't understand why we wouldn't.
I hate dodgeball. That's why I was asking. I was just thinking, like, that's something you would thrive in, just throwing balls on my head.
Honestly, yeah. I'd lock in and be like, do, target. Locked in. Yeah. You don't want to see me on the dodgeball scene. That was deadly out here.
I bet.
Yeah. I'd aim for the knees though, you know?
That's good.
Not in like cheap shot, but like aim low instead of high.
That's good. I remember the kids in middle school that would just aim for your head. Like throw it as hard as they can.
Well, middle school individuals are a different breed. Like we talked about, right? If I see a group of middle schoolers, I'm across the street.
Same.
Yeah, they're just scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I did cross the street once because I was walking past Free State, and they must have been on lunch break or whatever, and they were just walking to this bridge, and they all hung out like underneath this bridge. Like, what are you guys doing? I had to walk around them. I was scared.
Exactly, because you don't know what they're going to, because they're old enough to like talk shit and like say some truthful and hurtful shit, but like you can't do anything to them.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they would have came at me that day. Like they were just,
and they're your size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Bye. But anywho, we're wrapping it back in. So, outside of all of that, how's your week been overall as we're recording on this Wednesday?
And it's been going.
Yep.
Just
Another
been
one of them
working.
weeks.
Just kind of flying by, which is all right.
Yeah. How do you feel about this increase in heat?
Man, I've been pretty hot, but
But you like the heat though, like
yeah,
that.
I like it better than being cold.
That's fair. I mean, I hate both.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I sleep, cold is great. It's like a dead body in there.
Yeah. Have you been dealing with the heat? Has it been bothering you?
It has. Like, well, when there's like when we don't get like a like I don't know. Like my body's just like a little heater. It's just annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I just retain heat and then I just get all sweaty. Like so now I'm like, this is cool, but I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like this just like 5 or 10 degrees hotter is gonna tear me up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like I feel like a mug, like or a thermal. Like you pour it in, it's like I'm just gonna just keep it warm.
Yeah, coffee mug.
Yeah.
Coffee mug Deja. You want to get one with your face on
Dang.
it?
Yep, that's me. Stay warm out here.
Keeping your liquids warm.
Dang. I mean, it's great
Yeah.
on the outside, but yeah, not inside. But I do like I said, I like the greenery, like we talked about. So that's
Mm-hmm.
always nice. It's not to the point where it's like we haven't hit that heat yet, where like shit just starts burning off.
Yeah. Yeah, that dry heat that hurts.
Yeah, you just see your gray. You're like, well, guess I'm not mowing for a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but I'm not really fond of having to mow every week right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're
That
getting
shit grows
rain.
back. Yeah, that stuff is growing. I'm just like, I just mowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our grass has grown pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. You just
Great for
gotta
gardens.
let it grow.
How are your taters doing?
They're all right. Oh, there's so many ants all over the
Oh
potatoes, and
no.
I've just kind of let
You
it.
just let it.
I just let it be.
Dang, it's never
I've been.
over.
I, you're right. It's never over. But also the potatoes are underground, so I'm not worried about it. I'll just keep watering them, and we'll see what happens. If there's no taters, that's all right. We got next year.
All
But I
right.
think there should be some underground.
There should be some. I feel like this is a Heidi question.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
you're right.
is that normal? Right? Ants. I mean, it's
I
underground.
don't know.
But like,
Wait.
is that a problem?
I didn't think about asking Heidi about the ants. Dang.
She's got you.
Yeah. I should have done that weeks ago. Yeah, they're struggling, but my flowers are taking off, so that's kind of cool.
Hey, let's get it.
Yeah,
You remember what kind of flowers you
I
planted?
no, I
No.
I took 3 different packets of like just different types of wildflowers, and I sprinkled them all in this one row. So it's like like just bushes of flowers just popping.
Dang. All right.
Yeah, so they're
Nice.
blooming, so that's kind of cool.
All right. Let's get it. Y'all have a lot of bees around because of that?
Hmm. Yeah, a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
not a lot, but enough.
Yeah. They're
Feeding the
cool.
bees.
Yeah. I watched this wild documentary. Like I didn't know. I didn't grow up understand. Like I knew bees obviously important, but I didn't realize how important until my good friend Talal back in college. He used to like he introduced me to YouTube before I knew about YouTube. This dude was
Nice.
out here before all the ads we have now. We were just
Hmm.
watching YouTube the whole time. So he showed me he was on this bee kick. So we would just
Yeah.
like watch all this stuff about bees and he had me watch this documentary and I was just like, oh my gosh, we need to save the bees for real. I didn't
Hmm.
realize that like one transfer bees right in trucks if there's like a shortage they can like ship out their bees,
Yeah.
you know. But also bees were disappearing. And this was like 10 years ago. So I'm like, where are we at now with the bees? Because farms were getting decimated because the bees were like, we out
Mm.
because all like possibly all the pesticides and stuff that was getting sprayed.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the bees are doing today. I don't really
No.
I don't really keep up with the bees. But
I
I
don't
did
either.
see there was a bee truck that I think got tipped over a week or two
Oh
ago.
yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Where was that
And I
at?
think they were going, maybe California, because I think they were going to almond farm, and they got
Mm,
tipped over.
man, it's like, what do you do to like retrieve? Like, do you? Obviously, they know to like come back to a certain area, but if like something like that happens, do you just count your loss? And like, how do you count how many bees you lost?
Do you really just pick up each bee? Oh,
Like, yeah, we lost 2,000. Like,
mm,
how would you know?
I'm not a bee expert. Have you seen the Bee Movie?
Yeah, that's a
That
good
was one of
movie.
my favorite movies growing up.
The bee, yeah, that was good. I remember he was playing, or did he get hit with a tennis racket, or was he on a ball, like a tennis ball in
Yeah, he
that
got
scene?
stuck
Yeah.
to a tennis ball.
Dang, that was a good movie. We were talking the other day about which one is better. And I think at the time, like me being I don't know why. I didn't hate on Bug's Life, but I thought Ants was better.
Mm.
And Emily thought I was crazy for that.
Yeah, I think they're both pretty good.
They are, but like I think I had a preference for Ants because I think there was more adult humor in Ants.
Mm. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Bug's Life.
Yeah. It
But I
was
like them.
cool.
They're both good though.
I need to rewatch them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Movie
A
night.
movie night. They had the ants on swole. They did. Remember the
Oh yeah.
muscular?
Yeah. That's so funny. Let's make our ants jacked.
I was like, whoa, dang, these ants was out here getting it. Yeah. Of course so, because I think one of the ants was voiced by Sylvester Stallone.
Oh really?
I was like, oh yeah, they can't make him not look like a muscular
Hmm.
ant.
Ants are strong.
They are. Yeah. Honestly, watching ants do some like a colony of ants just like work, that's pretty
Hmm.
entertaining.
Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of cool when they do the. I mean, it's not cool for the ants, but when they do the aluminum pours down ant
Oh,
hills, and then they
uh-huh.
pull that out, and you can see all the tunnels and everything that they made. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
wild.
It's like, dang, they out here. You ever feel bad if you're like just randomly walking and you like accidentally maybe like stomp on one? You're like, dang, I just killed a whole like family and generations worth
Mm.
of ants.
Dang, just an anthill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that as a kid. I used to step on them, but I also used to feed them because we had so
Oh,
many.
you're like even it out. It's fine.
Yeah, we had so many ant hills by my house growing up. I'd just take food and just drop it by the ant hills.
They're strong.
Yeah, it's
You
cool
know.
watching them. Yeah, I'm trying to carry big pieces of food back to their home.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right then, get it.
Yeah, I do
So,
feel bad if I smash one in the house, but I'm like, what are you doing inside?
honestly, you're too small for me to know. Like, you know how many like. Think about if we had some sort of stat on us that like kept count of how many bugs you've killed in your life.
Like a
Like you
body
just
count, but
like a body count. Yeah, like you'd just be like you go on a walk and you come back and check your body count, it's like 15. You're like, "What?" Cuz you didn't even know. Just
yeah.
walking, just
Or what about driving? When you drive and then you kill like
Oh
200
man.
bugs.
Windshield just
Mm-hmm.
obliterated. It's crazy watching them. You're just like,
Watching
"Yeah,
them hit
bam."
or
Yeah.
yeah.
You're
I
just
feel
like,
bad for
"Damn."
butterflies when you see a big butterfly and then you hit it. It's like, God, butterfly.
It's like, sorry. You know what kind of trips me out? Like, if you have you ever been to those like those butterfly like they have them in like somewhere in zoos or whatever, and there's just like a room full of butterflies, and like so you can walk through it, but you have
Hmm.
to like go through another room to like check yourself before you walk out because people can get like butterflies stuck on them.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't been to a room like that, but I saw a bunch of butterflies in real life one time outside.
Nice.
A
I
bunch of
think they have.
them migrated to my parents' house and they were just everywhere.
Dang, that's cool. I
Yeah.
think they have something like that at the Omaha Zoo.
That's that'd be cool to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bugs. Like, how'd you guys get on bugs?
Yeah, I really wonder what everybody's count is, though. That'd be kind of interesting to know. Like, are you in the millions or?
I mean, depending,
Mm-hmm.
right? And what if it could like break it down? I'm at 15,000 mosquitoes,
Mm-hmm. Or gnats or ants, butterflies.
spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
Yeah, I
that'd
don't
be
know.
kind of crazy.
That would
Because
be
you know, man, like how many mosquitoes do you like? Anytime, like the ones that didn't even get you, they just landed. Ow, done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate mosquitoes.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I was staying at my parents' house last weekend, and a mosquito landed on me. I thought it was a spider because it was so big.
Oh
Slapped it, missed it, and then I heard it bzzz in my ear. It's like, oh hell
no,
no.
dang! Like you escape death, and you're still gonna be right here.
Mm-hmm. Just gonna zoom right back to my ear.
Yeah. So all right, you deserve to die today.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it
I don't think
is.
I got it either. I think it survived.
Damn. I hate when you catch it like after a while you're like, "Oh, you've been there for a minute. Like you got me."
Mm. Sucking
Yeah.
up all your blood.
Right. Like how like you took some nutrients from me. Like at that point.
Yeah, just a just a teeny tiny bit.
I know. Do you know what blood type you are?
Mm-mm.
Well, I think they're more attracted to O. I'm
Yeah, they
O.
like me.
You might be O.
Maybe. Yeah, it might be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
I don't
hate
know.
mosquitoes. I wish I could just
Yeah.
like flies. I wish I could look at them and they die instantly.
Would that be your superpower if you had one?
Yeah, just stare. Bam, done. Other animals even get tired of mosquitoes and flies. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you
Yeah,
see
you're
like
right.
they just like get away. I
Mm-hmm.
can't.
Yeah. Cows. Have you ever seen cows with flies just covering their whole backs?
Yeah, I'm just like tragic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Didn't they make a fly movie or am I tripping?
Fly movie. Um,
Or maybe I just thought about that in my head. I was like, they should make a fly Pixar movie.
yeah, I don't know. I can't think of one, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was a fly movie.
Hmm. Let me see.
Just Google fly movie.
Fly movie 2024. Oh, that was about people flying like in those squirrel outfits.
Mm. Yeah, that's so scary.
Nope.
No.
Honestly, I just gave Pixar a new idea, so you're welcome. Pay me rights. Just know if there's a fly movie coming out, Pixar, Disney, whatever, you know where you heard it first. Yeah.
Nope.
But anywho, we round it back into our week. Things are good outside of the heat. We're here. My summer class started this week, so
Nice. Yeah,
we'll
that's
be
cool.
getting into that. Uh, you're on the mini bulk, right?
Yeah, I am on a little mini bulk.
Yeah, we out here thick this week, Kayla.
Trying. Have you weighed yourself at Crunch? Is that accurate? Do you
I
know that?
actually no, I haven't. I think I haven't in a while. I think they're pretty accurate though. That's usually maybe like a quarter or half a pound off of my
Oh,
digital
dang.
scale.
Well, it said I was 161 yesterday morning. So that's me
Oh,
bulking.
okay, okay. Dang, don't miss no protein, no protein loss.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
All right, muscle milk. Was that muscle milk? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, I can't drink that.
I mean, it's easier than protein or scooping the powder, and I've been getting tired of the powder, so I've been switching
Yeah,
it up.
got to.
Yeah, it's the only way I can keep drinking protein or keep getting it in is if I switch it up because I get tired and then I don't want to keep buying the same thing and then I stop buying it and then I stop eating protein and then I get skinny again. So I'm working on it.
That's hey, I'm here for it. Day at a time, week at a time, and you know that. You're like, all right, it's time to switch it up, deviate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about you? Do you drink a lot of protein or are you slimming down?
Well, yeah, I'm on the lean now, the cut.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I still gotta get my keep the protein up. So I had my my what was it? My super cookie,
Nice.
super cookie, crunch cookie. I think
Yeah.
it's what is it? The METRX bars or whatever.
Oh, I just started buying some of those
Yo,
too.
those are great. They're thick,
Mhm.
big.
Yeah.
I think there's like 36 grams of protein in those.
Mhm. Yeah, I've
Hmm.
been getting the apple crisp bars, and those are all right.
Oh dang, didn't see those. I might have to try that.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you find the right ones that like the flavor's good, the texture isn't like chalky
Mhm.
protein, we can have a nice little like rotation. If I get sick of the super crunch cookie bars, then I can go to my Quest peanut butter crunch.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah. I've also started eating peanut butter and bananas again, just mixing that up.
Mm. You know,
Just
have at it.
whatever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
None of that sounds appetizing together to me,
Oh yeah, you don't like bananas.
but I appreciate those who eat that, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. Bananas are good.
Yeah. I mean, now, well, I don't know. Eggs might go back up now because I think they had another recall, but I got back into the
Yeah.
egg game, been eating my eggs, my
Mhm.
my chocolate chip protein pancakes.
That sounds pretty good.
Those are great. The Kodiak, I think this brand.
Yeah.
They're chocolate chip muffins. Those hit too. Just FYI. I think they
Yeah.
got blueberry too.
Nice. I love a blueberry muffin.
Hey, it's protein. If you need more protein.
All right.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's it. So you're on the bulk. I'm on the lean.
Mhm. What are you trying to get to?
I got to get to, if I'm doing nogi, I got to get to 161 or
Mhm.
160. If for gi, it's like 165. I got
Okay.
like 7, 8 pounds that
Mhm.
I need to like cut.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm meeting you there.
Yeah, we're gonna meet.
Yeah, that's awesome. We do that.
Yep. Yeah. This was, like I said, it's too big the other way.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not trying to get any smaller. That's too small.
Yeah. Your body is just not, your frame ain't for that being
Mm.
that little.
No, I gotta lose muscle if I'm trying to get that small.
We don't need to do that.
Mm-mm. I don't want to be
And
that small.
honestly, to like lose that amount of muscle, you'd have to like not be lifting for a significant amount of time.
Mhm.
Like that, I don't think you would lose that amount of muscle that you would need to lose in like a couple of months. Like I feel like that would be like a 6 month to a year journey.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. Not just
And
like, right, not to just cut to get there, but like actually like condense your body to that size with the muscle
mhm.
like mass percentage. I think it would take at least that long.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Nope.
I feel like that's what Kayla Harrison would have to do too. Like she should have done that for her last fight. Like taken
Yo,
months to
how
get
tall is
skinnier.
she?
I don't know.
Is she my height?
She's shorter than Amanda. We saw that, but I'll pull it up real quick. So she, I don't know. It says she's 5'8", but I don't believe that because
There's no way she's 5'8".
no, because Amanda Nunes is 5'8".
She's more. I feel like she's my height. She's 5'6".
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. Maybe 5'5", like a tall 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah, Wikipedia is saying 5'8", Google saying 5'8", but she's
No,
definitely not 5'8".
they measured her in heels.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me look at.
Like unless Amanda had on
Yeah, she could have been wearing.
boots or something. So I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if she had flats on. Which, and I mean, that's fair. I wasn't paying attention to that. Right. We just saw the face off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she might be 5'8". The ESPN page is saying she's 5'8".
All right. Well, we'll just say Amanda had some boots on then.
Mm-hmm.
To Kayla's no shoes.
Unless Kayla's just lying about her height on
Hmm.
every page.
Yeah. Oh no. But like her upper body, like her arms, chest, like she's big chested too for her size. She's also got like her arms are just incredibly muscular, all the judo and everything. I'm just like, you're 160 or you came in at that. So we know she walks around, I think, at 170.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's ridiculous. She's huge.
Yeah. Like she was coming in at your size last week, but she still looked like her before she started cutting the weight on Friday.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy if we're the same. If I'm the same size as her, but she's huge.
And that's why I asked about how tall she was. Cause I was like, well, if y'all are, what do you have? A couple inches on her? What are you,
Mm-hmm.
5'10"?
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
still, she's huge.
she's
I don't.
thick, thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, of course, you're gonna like. That's what I was trying to say about. Well, I mean, we'll get on her. We'll get on her.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I
Yeah.
was like, I just didn't understand why she 12 weeks and you still came in that big, like we said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. She's working with professionals on for weight cutting, so they're able to do that. But I that doesn't make sense to me to do that.
No, like just depleted. Like I said, well, but we'll see.
All
Yeah,
right.
we'll
Well.
say.
All
Yeah,
right.
we're getting it. Yeah. All right. So that's been the week. We're Michaela and I both getting into our fitness comp mode, all that good stuff. The other big thing, because you all know we got to stay up on the astrology. Tapped in nature. Keep yourselves tapped in. We have a full moon this week, and it's a special one. It's a special one, folks. It is the strawberry moon, in case y'all did not know. So, little history background, okay? So, I don't know. Have you been feeling any effects of the full moon this week? Or you feel like you've been chilling?
I mean, I've been chilling.
Yeah.
Have
All
you?
right. I think. I mean, outside of the things just like I said, summer class stuff getting started, I think I've been chilling too. Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I think. So let's see. Well, let's see what kind of energy is out here. So off of this is taken from BBC Sky at Night magazine.com. Why tonight's strawberry moon is a record-breaking low-lying phenomenon we won't see again until 2043. So this full moon is visible from June 10th through June 11th. So technically, I guess through right now as we're talking, and so I mean, give or take a day. Some people have it tomorrow for the 12th. Some people have it ending today. What have you? This is just what it's been. So, according to BBC Sky at Night magazine, um, this will not occur, like I said, until 2043. And so, why strawberry moon? Each full moon throughout the year is given a traditional name that reflects natural events or seasonal changes occurring at that time. For instance, February's full moon is the snow moon, while July's is the buck moon. Didn't know that. Since it coincides with the period when male deer or bucks begin to grow their antlers.
All right.
Yeah, fun fact. So, June's full moon is aptly named the strawberry moon as it aligns with the start of summer and the beginning of the strawberry harvest season.
All right, that's cool. I like
Yeah.
strawberries.
Yeah. Okay, so again, they say the term strawberry moon is believed to have originated from Native American culture, especially the Algonquin. I'm butchering that. Algonquin tribe. Respect, but I know I butchered the name. Who used it to signal the start of wild strawberry picking in the northeastern United States. However, don't expect the strawberry moon to appear pink or red like a strawberry.
So it's not colored like a strawberry. All right.
Nope.
This year I feel like we've had a lot of pink moons. I
We
think we
had the
had the
pink
pink
moon.
moon. I think we had the worm moon. Now we got the strawberry moon.
Yeah. Hey, you want to know what our birthstone color is, right?
Pink.
That's right.
Hey.
Love. You know?
Yeah.
Color of lightness, love, balance.
Love.
Exactly. So, why this strawberry moon is so low? The low position of the 2025 strawberry moon is due to an event called the Major Lunar Standstill, or Lunes Tice, as UK archaeologist and historian Jennifer Wexler explains. Quote, over the course of a year, the sun follows a fixed cycle of changing positions in the sky. However, the moon cycle is much more rapid. Our view of the moon varies over a period of 29 and a half days as it changes from a thin white crescent to a full disk and back again to a thin crescent until disappearing for 3 days. So we appreciate the moon fact there. So tips for enjoying the strawberry moon. Find the right location and get your timing right. So again, by the time you hear this, it's gone. But if you but hey, if you were tapped in, you would have been looking up anyway. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did see it a few days ago when it was rising, like at 4 a.m. I saw it. It was pretty sweet. It was huge and it was kind of orange. It wasn't full yet, but it was still really big.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Nice. Was it appear like low, like lower?
Yeah, like it was right on the edge of the horizon. It was
Nice.
coming up. I was up real early in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah.
That's cool.
That's what we like. So full moon, strawberry moon, we're here for it. Okay. We ready to get into it? Content? Yeah. Okay, so since we're already somewhat talking about it, UFC 316 recap. It was actually a decent card. Some good fights from prelims all the way up to the main card. Some good finishes. The two main, so we had the main event, Merab versus O'Malley, co-main event, Juliana Pena, Kayla Harrison. Merab retained his title. At first it was kind of competitive. I don't know, did you watch that fight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched both of them.
Yeah, it was it started off, O'Malley was doing better than he did in the first fight. And then Merab just went machine time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he picked him up so many times.
And just over and over, he tried to get up. Nope, come back down. Nope, come back down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Sean wasn't even doing jiu-jitsu or anything. He was just standing back up and then just getting taken down again.
Dude was on survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of the, like, you're panicking. You know what I mean? Like you're panicking to get up because you're literally drowning. So all technique or whatever is out the window. I'm literally just trying to get up to save my life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I don't know, it was like a north-south, like we said, Ezekiel choke is what he ended up finishing him with.
Yeah, I think so.
What, the third round?
I don't remember.
I don't know. But Merab hadn't had a finish in like 7 fights, I think.
Dang.
Yeah. And then it came right after DC was like, Merab's not a submission threat. It's like, dang, you jinxed O'Malley.
Mm-hmm. Dang, DC.
You know, I think that goes back to, so I had read some of Sean's post-fight interviews. Like, you know, he said he wasn't sad. Basically, he was like, yeah, Merab was strong in the first fight, but he was freakishly strong in this fight. And he was just like, the choke was there until, or he didn't think the choke was there, so he didn't even think that it was a threat until it just got tight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least he's doing all right. He accepts the loss, and
he did. He also said, and this is where I said, like, why are we talking about Merab being the GOAT? Because he was like, yeah, Merab's best bantamweight ever. And I'm like, okay, you're coming off of that loss, like a second loss to him. We tend to do this with all sports now, of like, this is the greatest of all time. And, you know, I'm like, well, you're supposed to be at a certain level as you continue progressing and elevating.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go to accolades and who you've done it against and how many times and the longevity of it, then we can start talking about the GOAT. But somebody defending their title twice now, one was a rematch. He's got to do a whole nother lap around everybody else that he's beat and beat them in convincing fashion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, anybody could be a GOAT, and the GOATs could still be coming up. So you never know.
That's true. Exactly, right? Like if I think bantamweight men, I'd probably say, because it was an interesting division, but I might have to put Dominique Cruz in the GOAT of bantamweight. Because I can't say TJ Dillashaw, even though people might want to say it, but it's like EPO boy, I can't do it. You know? Out here shooting up maybe your whole career, so.
Yeah. Wild.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with Marab next and all that, but that was a good fight. And so then we had our co-main. Is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla won. Congrats to the new champ. I think in reality, nobody's surprised by that. But like betting wise, Juliana and just in general, I thought she was gonna do better.
Yeah, me too. I was feeling good about her, and then she just got caught in the last 10 seconds. Probably thinking she was safe, you know? She probably was just like, oh, I made it to the next round.
Nope, she heard that. She was like, all right, great. Round 3 is like, nope, you got too comfortable. And as soon as you let somebody grab that wrist and put it behind you, it's just, and you're not in a position to like get it back. She was on the fence. So what she get caught in?
A Kimura, right?
Kimura. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just, you don't have nowhere to go. And you can't just grit it out for the next 10 seconds or that arm is gone.
Yeah. Yeah, Kayla ripped it too, throwing her leg over her head.
Yeah. And yeah, she was just like extra. Just, yeah. There wasn't anywhere she was going to go. And it's just kind of like, how do you even get in that position knowing you have that amount of time left? And you just have to take her into deep waters. You like Juliana was the one consistently talking about her weight, consistently talking about this is what she's gonna worry about. You know, I'm gonna outlast her and all this. Well, if you know that, you better do everything possible to make sure it at least makes it to the 3rd round of a 5-round fight.
Instead of just laying there.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, Juliana, before their fight, she was like, what are you going to do? Lay on me? Submit me and lay on me?
Yeah, that's exactly what she did.
Yep, that's what she did, Juliana.
Yeah, and she had no answer. And I'm just like, I rolled my eyes because, okay, so we all knew, right? Like, Amanda said she was coming out of retirement so she could fight Kayla. I'm annoyed by the fact that Amanda even did this, but like, I'm gonna watch it because it's gonna be a great fight, right? We should have gotten this fight. What was it? 2 years ago, before Amanda got beat by Juliana the first time they fought.
Yeah.
But Kayla lost to Pacheco, and then Amanda got submitted by Juliana. So it's just like y'all messed up the timeline. Because like we were saying, like Amanda, like we know, like so we go back to the GOAT. I would say Amanda is the GOAT for women's
I would say that.
bantamweight. Yeah, bantamweight and featherweight. That's pretty. That's not debatable. Like we don't need to see you come back to beat the woman coming up. Because even though, right, we wanted to see this fight, and it should have happened a while ago, and we're still going to tune in. What do we have for the remainder of the division? Because I rolled my eyes because Juliana's sitting there posting, I got dibs on the winner.
I saw that. It's like, oh my God, she's still at it. She still thinks that she deserves the chance to be the best.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. How self-belief goes strong.
Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, topic of the week that we have, it's never over. So, but are we hitting delusion? Is
I
she
think so.
hitting? Yeah, being delusional.
Mm-hmm.
Which is hard to talk her out of that because everybody was like, you're delusional when she finished Amanda in their first fight. Like, that's
Yeah.
the worst thing you can do for somebody who has
Mm-hmm.
an ego like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But who else is there to fight?
That's my point. I'm like, let me pull it up. Let me pull up the
Raquel?
oh my
Raquel coming back. We just keep
Rocky.
rotating like the same 4 girls.
So Rocky can get the brakes beat off of her by her friend who retired to give her a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you could argue that. Because it was the same thing. There wasn't anybody in the division for Amanda to fight. And then yeah, it's outside of Kayla. So that's why she retired. So your
Mm-hmm.
homegirl who you broke her nose in y'all's title defense, you're like, you know what? I'm tired of being dominant. It's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she's not coming out of retirement if Raquel beats Juliana. It's not gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
But she would come out of retirement had Rocky and Kayla fought, and Kayla beat the brakes off of Juliana. So we were still going to get a Kayla Amanda fight regardless. I think it was just a matter of when she was going to retire and who had the belt.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see. All right, Bantamweight. I mean, maybe we're not giving some of these other names some credit because I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna read you the top 5. Who's in the top 5? So obviously Kayla Harrison, champ. Juliana number 1. Raquel number 2. Ketlin Vera is number 3. Norma Dumont number 4. And Macy Chiasson is number
All
5.
right.
And if I go to number 606, Irene Aldana, like she's the one member, her face basically got split in half.
Mm-hmm.
So Norma Dumont did that to her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's 4. So it's like, I feel like did Caitlin Vera just fight?
I think she did.
And who did she just lose to? Let's see. Oh, okay. So that I guess that would be the eliminator. She fought Macy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They fought on the 31st.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I did watch that.
And it went to a decision. So I mean, all right. What about Norma?
Yeah, if Amanda comes back, like she's gonna walk through all these girls though. That's just the
the,
crazy thing.
well, the thing is, it does nothing for her outside of ego. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I'm like, I'm still gonna watch the
Mm-hmm.
fight, but like this has always been my issue with Amanda. Girl, we know you're the best. You don't,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to continue affirming or solidify that you are the best and saying that you're the best because we've seen it. Like I said, why can't Kayla just clear out the division? Even if
Mm-hmm.
we know she's gonna let Kayla do it, it doesn't mean she's gonna
Yeah,
take your spot.
she should do that first and then they should fight. You know? Like I feel like Kayla should prove her spot before fighting Amanda.
Right. Because my thing of it is like so if you're not going to be selfish, you've got your accolades, you've gotten the Hall of Fame, and all of that. Wouldn't you want the other part of your legacy being like building up the women's bantamweight division, even outside of your absence, which you could argue her coming back is sending that division into the grave.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because
And she
nobody wants to see her fight anybody.
No, she's gonna wreck everyone.
Yeah. And again, like I said, that's why I only listed the top 5. I'm not taking away from, I'm like the other women in the division, they absolutely could be competitive, but we're also seeing them compete against other women who we could debate who wasn't on Amanda's level, which is why she retired when she did.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, you beat Kayla, and then Juliana's calling dibs. Like I said before, nobody is trying to see a trilogy of Juliana and Amanda. You can put the fight together, but nobody's gonna watch that.
Yeah, everybody's tired of hearing Juliana, except for Juliana.
You're right. Absolutely right. So, yeah, I'm annoyed by that. But I guess
Mm-hmm.
what are you gonna do? Amanda, you know what you should have did? You should have came back and fought Valentina. That's what I'm saying. If we're gonna put the pound for pound, who's the woman's pound for pound right now? It's Valentina, I think.
Do you think she fights at 125 though, right? Do you think Amanda would go down to 125
No, but I feel like Valentina
or
would maybe.
135?
Yeah, I think because
Okay.
right, if you're already going to go to 135 and Valentina, yeah, you're at 125, but like with the right amount of money, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
Valentina would want to get that fight back. Yeah, the women's pound for pound ranking right now is Valentina number 1, Wei Li number 2, and Kayla number 3. That's eating Amanda up right now. She goes home and she might look at this list and she's like, they're not better than me though. When I come back, I'm the top. It's like, girl, we know you have
Mm-hmm.
been the top. Macy Barber all the way at 15. Stops at 15. She's number 15. But hey, she's on the list.
Do we
You,
know what happened? If she's doing better or what exactly happened to her?
I don't think we have any updates yet.
Dang.
Dang. I just started
All
laughing
right.
because I know we don't have a lot of women, right? But when I look furthermore on this woman's pound for pound, guess who's number 10? All the pound for pound.
Rocky?
Yes.
Oh, really? Oh, that's crazy.
Like what?
Oh, that's wild.
Like
Uh,
even Rose being on her losing streak and getting ready to fight, I would still put Rose over Raquel Pennington.
yeah, where's Rose at on the list?
12.
Really?
And what Tatiana Suarez is number 11. Yeah.
That's so
Verna.
wild.
Verna is above Rose as number 9 is top pound for pound.
Mm, that's crazy.
Ladies, we need to get it up.
Yeah,
This
where's
is,
your fighters at? Come
oh
on.
my, I don't even know. I'm just saying, like, how is Rocky on here over Aldana? Why? Because she was nope. Oh my gosh, this is just. Angela Hill doesn't make the top 15.
That's crazy. Rocky's number 10.
Like, come on. Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Alexa Grosso doesn't. Oh, she's number 7. I was like, she
Yeah.
doesn't make the list. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Amanda coming back is decimating.
Yeah, I saw that a lot of people are saying that like Kayla probably shouldn't take that fight because she's just going to get smoked by Amanda.
I think that's fair. I think that she would. I don't think as big as she is, and even with the judo, like people sleep that like Amanda has a background in jujitsu. She's a legit like
Hmm.
um I mean, that's how she won the title. She broke Misha's nose and then choked her. No. No, it wasn't Misha, but she did choke Misha too.
Hmm.
Is that how she won the title? Yes, it is. I was getting Misha and Holly Holm messed up because Holly Holm lost the title. Like that, got put to sleep.
Hmm.
Got put to sleep punching air.
Really?
Yeah. Misha Tate did it to her.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was
Why
like,
would
Like, what are we doing?
That's crazy.
Yep. So like, yeah, Amanda's out here with her grappling and whatnot. She's long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't see where even if Kayla gets her down, where she'd be able to hold her down.
Mm. I don't think so. I
And
think
then
Amanda just has a crazy amount of strength.
yeah.
Even though like Kayla's huge, but Amanda's like solid.
Mhm.
Like their strength is different. Or at
Yeah,
least from like watching, being an athlete and watching other athletes, that's what it seems like.
absolutely.
It's just
100%
different.
agree. And so you're not going to be able to keep her down. She's going to get up and what now you're going to get pieced up by Amanda on the feet. What are you going to do? You don't have the defense to weather that, nor do you have like the striking or combos to even counter what you're going to get back.
Mm-hmm. And isn't Amanda long too?
Yeah,
Like
you
I think
can.
she maybe 69-inch reach, I
It's
think.
something crazy. She's got some crazy long arms.
Because Juliana had a 69-inch reach and she had an advantage over Kayla. I didn't realize that. Kayla has
Mm.
shorter arms.
She does have short little like stocky arms. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All that muscle.
Man. So yeah, I don't see Kayla winning. And so now you bring Amanda out of retirement and then you brought in the supposed to be new and upcoming UFC like women's bantamweight star for her to then potentially lose to the woman that retired and then
Yeah, and does she retire again?
exactly. And then you retire. Now you got the belts up for grabs. We're gonna have Juliana fighting for the belt again.
Raquel.
Oh,
Yeah, these fighters need to retire and we need new and upcoming fighters to fill their spots.
we need a whole echelon of new fighters. Tragic.
Hmm.
So I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's next. Um, you see Rose and Maverick. They fight next week.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I didn't know Rose was getting ready for a fight.
Didn't either. Because she's right. She's been just quiet out here.
Hmm.
So next week, UFC Fight Night. Usman versus Buckley. So great main event. Co-main is going to be Rose and Maverick. And Rose is out here, she's trying to, saying I'm better than what my ranking says and I'm better than this, and Maverick giving her stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but did your training change at all? Like, I'm pretty sure
Hmm.
you still got your wild ass husband who doesn't seem like he was doing you any favors.
Yeah. That's crazy, the amount of fighters that train with their husbands or their boyfriends.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I get it'd be fun training with your partner, but also it's weird having them as your coach. I don't
Yeah.
think, like, that's just not normal having them coach you.
Because it's predatory. Like,
Mm-hmm.
right, let's just call a spade a spade. Like, yeah, there's a handful that is like, oh, true love, like that's just what it was, right? We just met in the same space because that's just what
Mm-hmm.
happens. The majority of you fools out here with the coach woman fighter like dynamic, that shit's predatory because they either started when they were younger. It's right, it was almost like kind
Mm-hmm.
of like grooming because you could argue, and there's a tiny bit, but not to the fraction where it's like women fighters and male coaches in relationships. How many times you seen a male fighter with a female coach?
Never.
Like maybe you can probably count on your hand. I think Sam
Mm-hmm.
Smiley, like his wife, was not necessarily a coach, but I think she was like in his corner. Mike Perry, like at one point, he had his former ex with him or whatever, but like not to the rate that you.
Mm. Oh, it's not a common thing.
Mm-mm. It's a pattern. So. Dynamics.
Yeah, that'd be annoying to have your boyfriend tell you like what to do during a fight.
Right? Shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Have you seen that Jiu-Jitsu video of this guy being like, "Shut up, Natalie," because his girlfriend was like, "Do this," or yelling at him. He just stops mid-match. "Shut up, Natalie."
Dang, I did not see it. Dang, that's funny. When you got to stop to say shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how many arguments have there been, like, afterward? Be like, if you wouldn't have told me to move right, I wouldn't have gotten knocked out or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Because like Matt and Heidi telling us to do is like, okay, Sensei is like, well, I'll listen to you. You know what's up. You know better than I do. But
Yeah.
like your partner coming at you, it's like, stop telling me what to do.
Right? Yeah. Like you know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to have that awkward conversation if you want to deviate and go a different route and maybe get a new coach. And they're like, oh, is there what's wrong with me? What's wrong with us? You know?
Oh, that dynamic sounds horrible.
Yeah, refrain. Yeah, and then it's always like, then you got like the jiu-jitsu coach with the female like trainee. It's like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady, Giselle. I was like, dang, y'all really hit a stereotype in celebrity status.
Mm-hmm.
The longtime jiu-jitsu instructor, now with your ex-wife and got a baby with her now. Like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it happens. I've seen it way too many times.
Yeah. Don't date in the gym.
Don't do it. Unless it's like meant to be, Unless it's like, I'm like, don't do it. But I have it like a little asterisk. I'm like, look, life is life. Life is too short. So if it's a genuine connection of like, I literally can't ignore this. All right. But you got to accept the downfall if that happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you're just out here just thinking somebody's cute and it's on some lust and seeing where it can develop, you know what? You need to tell yourself to shut the F up, reel it in, and come back the next day correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've seen some examples.
Just some, word to the wise. Yes. Well, speaking of jiu-jitsu though, Craig Jones bringing him back up versus UFC BJJ. Have you been seeing what's going on?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Dana White trying out something else.
Bro, you got power slap.
And what else does he have? Boxing?
Yeah, but I think he's still in boxing, but I actually think he got removed from being a promoter because they were like, yeah, nah. Yeah, too many, yep, hands in the cookie jar.
Yeah, so now let's go to jiu-jitsu.
And it's also like, okay, it's like two things. It's like, okay, cool, right? The exposure of it. But it's also, you're literally copying and pasting somebody else's format.
Mm-hmm.
And then contractually blocking those that you've, in essence, taken from said format or potential to compete in said format and trying to monopolize it like you are in the MMA space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you know how that's gonna work? Are they gonna just get other jiu-jitsu athletes to like sign with the UFC to compete on that?
They would have to. Because you can't because the show. Oh dang, I gotta watch. Oh, we're gonna have to.
Oh, I forgot it's a reality TV show, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch. I didn't watch the first episode.
It's
Wait,
already
no.
out?
No. UFC BJJ episode 1 from I'm seeing conflicting things. I see episode 1 2 days ago, but then I see UFC BJJ Road to the Title premieres June 16th.
I mean, it's coming up. Well,
yeah, I think okay. It's just promos.
Mm-hmm.
So the actual episode, yes, will air on Monday.
All right, we'll have to watch.
Yep. So just to give you all, if you haven't heard, you're like, what the hell are y'all talking about? So this is from UFC.com. So the UFC announced launch UFC BJJ World's New Premiere BJJ Live Event Series. And so UFC Brazilian Jiu Jitsu 1 will take place on Wednesday, June 25th, as part of UFC International Fight Week and will be headlined by 3 title matches to crown the first Bantamweight 135, Lightweight 155, and Welterweight 170 champions. It'll be on UFC Fight Pass. And the competitors will be, so at the lightweight cast, we have, okay, so the main event, the feature is going to be Mikey Musumeci and Rayasun Gabriel. So they're the coaches for UFC BJJ. And so I'm like, why don't they have the women?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about women competing yet.
Well, because I see Claudia how do you say your name? Claudia Galdia something like that. I think she's one of the, and obviously Fiona, probably right. Because I just see. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have 8 competitors for the men for the lightweight and welterweight. Oh, okay, so that's the cast. That was for the show. That wasn't for the actual event.
So are they having? So they have the reality TV show, and they're having jiu-jitsu events on top of that. Is that what they're doing?
That's what I'm seeing. Because if Mikey's the headliner, well, it might. So yeah, it's a show leading up to. I think it's going to be like the same format as the Ultimate Fighter. So I think So all of those, so all the cast members, they'll grapple it out, and then there'll be an event where Mikey and Gabriel will be the headliners. But the one we were talking about with Fiona and Adele that we just watched, so that's UFC Fight Pass Invitational 11, but that's part of the UFC's new Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah.
Okay.
So when you have, so part of like a big thing, like not only just like the competition and them being contractually blocked now to be able to compete in events like a Craig Jones Invitational, but you're copying and pasting the format in terms of the pit now.
Yeah.
So I get the gripe from Craig Jones.
Yeah. Because they are just, like you said, copying and pasting his format and everything. And that makes sense why Craig was upset with Fiona earlier, like last week, like talking shit for her having that contract. That makes more sense now that they like revealed this is what's happening.
Yeah. Well, it also says Dana White promised, this is on MMAmania.com, had promised to invest 10 to 12 million in BJJ this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. Like I said, I'm never going to complain, right, when we get more jiu-jitsu exposure, especially on the professional level as we talk. Like, that's just better for, folks in our community coming up, start to get more popularized, more money, right? Money for the grapplers, investing in it. And it's kind of like, not necessarily like how do you work together, but UFC is just not about that. Like if the UFC and Craig Jones could literally work together, that'd be, I mean,
that'd be
I think
awesome.
it would explode, but butting heads, and then you're taking grapplers away from, now you can, it's not underground, but now underground comparatively to UFC.
Yeah, that sucks that they got to pick and choose too. Like, do I want to, like, because the CJI too, Craig Jones's event, they're having a women's bracket, but it's only 4, like a 4-person bracket. But the best female athletes are Fionn, you know, and like Adele, Helena, like Brianna St. Marie, like the top fighters, they're now split. Like, are you going to compete on CJI or are you going to sign with the UFC? Because Fionn's already signed with the UFC, so she can't compete in that. But I don't know. And then we got the Polaris event too with the top women athletes. So they just really got to pick and choose what they want to be a part of now.
Yeah.
Like they're forcing them to do that.
Which is like, it's great to have options, but like, don't box people in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or give other fighters the opportunity to come up.
Exactly. So I don't know. It'll be interesting development. I mean, excited to see the performances regardless, but you know, you never like to see names or corporations that could be working together being against each other, because us as fans, we're, you know, and practitioners, like, we're the ones that suffer. I'll watch though.
Yeah. Same here.
Yep. So there's that. Check out the reality show starting on Monday. And then I'm assuming, yeah, because they moved to like live events. So then, like, yeah, the next live event will be, yeah, the next live event will be the 25th, I think.
Yeah. I'll watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, is there any other content or anything we didn't touch on?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Cool. Well, moving on to our topic of the week. It's never over. In the words of Heidi.
Heidi.
It's never over. Being down but not out. So, came about. Probably didn't watch, but you know, we think about athletes and whatnot. So last weekend, watched a couple great matches. The French Open ended last weekend. Good old tennis. And so watching Coco do her thing, won, getting it. And then Carlos Alvarez, he won, I think his second or third or something major, or the French Open when he was down. So the reason, right, it's never over, because both of these champions, they were down. They had to come from behind to win and persevere. Coco was down. She, you know, things weren't really looking great at first. And then they did a tiebreaker at one point and she was already down by 3. And I was like, oh, and then she rallied and put it on that ass. So there was that. She did amazing. But Carlos, so the men, they play 3. They got to play 3 sets, right, to win versus 2. And to have a tiebreaker, for one, is crazy, right? You get a tiebreaker, you got to basically, the match, you win at 6 games, but you got to win by 2. So if it's 5-6, and then you win, right, or you go 10, you got to play the tiebreaker, and then it's basically point for point. And the first one to 7, again, who wins by 2, you've now won said set. So one tiebreaker is a lot. It was like, dang, that was a super competitive set, right? Carlos and this dude Skinner, they had, I think, a total of 3 tiebreakers in the set.
Dang.
Yeah, and Carlos was down a whole 2 sets. So, well, when I tuned in, he was going to be down a whole 2 sets had he not won the tiebreaker. And so basically he rallied and came back and won.
Yeah, oh, that'd be tough.
Yeah. So I was just thinking, like, mentally, emotionally, right? It was like, you know, and Heidi, like, man, got mounted, and you're just like, yeah, it's over. I bridged. I have nothing left. It's over. What? Guard got past. You know.
Heidi's rolling again?
No. I'm saying, like, when, back when she had said that, you know, months ago.
Okay.
Yeah. But just, right, the concept of, like, when you get in those positions, or I literally feel like, right, I bridged. That was all I had. Now it's over. I mean, technically, even if you tap, all right, reset. but it's never over. You got to keep trying. Find a way.
I'm just thinking about you rolling. Do you ever, if you are, like, you don't stop though. Like, if you
No,
are under somebody in a bad position, you don't give up and just like let them do whatever.
no, I don't. But like I said, I think, you know, we'll get back to the maths. But when I think about what I was talking about, the French Open, I'm saying you're down that much. Like, yeah, you're still going to be trying. And it's almost like if I'm down 3 sets or down 2 sets in tennis, it's like the equivalent in jiu-jitsu of like, all right, somebody has my arm and they don't have me totally straightened out, but like they got it and it's not looking great. Right? There's some people that be like, it's over, don't even defend, there's nothing else I can do. I guess basically just let them have it. I'm not saying like wait till the last moment where some bad shit happens.
Yeah.
But even the fact that somebody might have your hand or your arm and then, you know, kind of get you straightened out, some people be like, it's over. But it might not be over. Keep trying. Keep your, you know, technique, like keep trying it in. And then if it reaches a point of no return, I mean, it is over. But don't give up.
I mean, yeah, you can always throw in the hitchhiker escape and just go for it.
That's right. And then if that doesn't work, verbally tap, you know. But you gotta try.
Yeah.
Or like being mounted. I remember we were laughing about it when we first went to Vegas a few years ago. Julian got mounted. And it was like a video game. He was like, he got mounted, and I was like, oh damn, you know. And Heidi, like, you know, he's kind of like trying to get out or whatever, and then Heidi's calm voice just kind of like cut through the crowd, and then like literally Julian was just doing everything that Heidi was saying in her direction, and he got out. And I think he may have ended up winning that match or whatever. But then afterwards, he's like, yeah, I thought it was over. he's like as soon as I got mounted, I thought it was over. And he was like, I heard Heidi. And I was like, nope, Heidi, it's done. He was like, and then I just calmed down. And then I just listened to her.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that's what you need, just to calm down and reassess where you're at.
Yeah. Because then you go, if it's over, I'm in full-blown panic mode. I've given up on myself. But even in the I lost and I got tapped for a reset, it's not over. That match is over. My training isn't, right? My learning isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one of those moments when I busted my knee. I was like, no, I'm never going to be able to roll again.
No. I mean, that would be scary though.
Yeah. I mean, for a few days, I was like, I thought it was over. I was like, oh no, I'm going to be recovering for a year.
It's done. It's a done deal. Yeah. But hey.
But it's not over.
It's not. Sometimes you kind of have to like go into it. You're like, all right, but you're not like stay in the darkness. Like we're in here. The lights are off. But I can find a glimmer of light somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a picture that I drew the other day, and it was just a stick figure of me, but I was laying on the floor in the sunlight, like thinking, creatine will fix me. Like, this isn't forever.
I mean, it wasn't.
I just cracked up because at the moment I thought it was over.
But it goes to show it's not.
Yeah. And even if, I don't know, if it's not looking good, there's always another option.
That part.
If it is over, there's another door that's going to open no matter what.
Dang. That's right. Look at you.
That's what happened.
Always. So again, it's never over. So even like, right, continuing to push yourself, even as the window of the W or the window of success or achievement tends to dimmer and get smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that because it does get smaller. Like the higher up you get, the tougher everything gets, and the higher the competition gets, and the window is small. Like at white belt, it's big. You know,
it's just like a hoop, big old hoop. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't imagine at black belt. Like your window's tiny. Like the room for mistake is so small.
Like you breathe wrong. Like you took a breath at the wrong time. It's done.
Yeah, that's wild.
But so keep pushing people, like, and this isn't just on the mats and athleticism. This, is life too. Like, I know a lot of people going through a lot of stuff, a lot of stress, and, it can feel like the universe is shitting on you and just one thing after other. And, you really feel like it's over, right? It's just like, I just can't just keep showing up, it's like, that's just the most important part. Keep showing up, find a way, and trust and believe you're going to continue to keep moving. This isn't a sugarcoat, positive, Polly kind of message. It's like Michaela had to be in the darkness there for a minute and was there, and didn't know what was going to happen and was assessing what those next steps were going to be. And it was like, just kept showing up, waking up every day and doing what you could.
Yeah. It got better.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. So keep pushing and remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you ever came across a time where you thought it was over?
Oh, for sure. multiple times. But I've never given up, right? It's just like, I think I've been in different points and times in my life, whether it was athletically, or I'm like, I'm just getting my ass beat in something, or I'm like, yeah, there's no way I get this back, like being on the middle or high school basketball team, you get blown out by like 40 points, like, yeah, it's over. But like, I'm still gonna get my stats. I'm still gonna try. You know what? It's like, hey, you're not gonna score 60 on us though. I'm gonna find it's like something. Or whether, yeah, like, I mean, even last year, honestly, I mean, at World, I never thought that never crossed my mind. So if like there was times that I thought it was over, last year wasn't one of them when Rabid was on me. Like, I was like, this fucking sucks, and like time's going down, but like still gonna try to do what I can and whatnot. Yeah, I don't yeah, there's just been little things, I think, yeah, stress, like life, whether it's been like work stuff or like financial stuff, right? Because that's a big one. You've been like, yeah, it's over. And then like like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but like, it's over right now. You got to get through that initial panic. Like, don't make any rash decisions in that it's over phase, right? You need to give yourself some time to sit with it. So when you start to transition out of it's over to like it might be over, that's progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Life's a roller coaster.
Yeah, it is. And that's always how it's going to be, people. It's always how it's going to be. I mean, if I still make it funny, right? Food. I'm like, damn, maybe I burnt this steak or I burnt this burger. Yeah, it's over. It's over for tenderness. It's over for, me to really hit the seasonings like I wanted to. I'm still going to eat it though. I mean, I'll be mad as hell about it, but I'm still going to eat it. It still gave me nutrients and fed me. It just didn't taste great.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Well, I feel like that's a solid transition. Enlightened ones. Zen talk. What do we do? What do we do with this? Michaela, get us ready.
All right. I was waiting. I still want to get a big drum.
Ooh, okay.
Tempo.
Go. Yeah,
right.
Okay. Sped up the tempo. Yeah, I like where it's at.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Now that Michaela has us ready, enlightened ones, our internals, let's get into Zen. So, you're not your record. You're the presence behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not your accolades. You're your presence behind it. You're not your rank. You're your presence behind that.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, right? The hell are we talking about? People are like, where are y'all getting at, right?
Where are you going, Deja?
Right? We got to go back to ego. So think back to, like, say we're talking about topic of the week. It's never over. Still keep trying. If you have a certain expectation because you have accolades, your rank, or whatever, check those expectations, because when the struggle happens, when life struggle happens, the real you comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the ego fades out and the identity emerges. So I'm not saying, right, you get caught in something and it's like, dang, I got caught in submission, I should like hate myself because I'm no, I'm not saying that. You know, or just knowing when to say when, right? That's like, I'm not gonna sit there and like bust out of this arm bar that's already all the way extended to damage myself. Like, just go ahead and tap. Like, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the point of it is like, uh let's say I'm trying to cut weight or whatever, and I was a weekend doing all right, and you know what, it got hard. The sugar fiend really started to hit me. I'm starting to get mad. Maybe I got the sugar sweats. And the real me comes out. So I go
Oh
to
no.
Silas and Matt. Yeah, so I go ahead and just overload on sugar. I'm gonna get my chocolate dip cone with sprinkles, Cookie Monster ice cream. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna double that up with a pack of Kit Kats on the way home just for the hell of it. So
Damn.
I know. So then I come in to Jits the next day, and then you ask, how's that lean going? How's the cut? And I'm like, oh, it's great. Doing real well, keeping it busy. And then I get on the mats and I roll, and I'm like, gosh, like my cardio sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what's happening. My sides hurt. My identity is I'm not being authentic. I'm blaming everybody else. I'm not even blaming the sugar. I'm lying because I just didn't want to have the discipline for it because it got hard.
Mm-hmm.
My sugar survival was like, you know what? I'm gonna indulge on the sugar and I'm gonna lie about it.
I mean, you don't have to lie.
Yeah, exactly. You don't gotta lie to kick it. But hey, that just shows as part of the person I might become if I'm cheating on those kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Well.
hey, hey, just like we were talking about last week, our topic, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Same
Mm-hmm.
thing. So
Yeah.
if I'm like, oh yeah, I should smash this person because they're coming in, and you know, I start letting them work, but then I'm starting to feel some type of way because now they can't get me in this.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say I'm going up against like some 8-year-old.
All right.
I'm not even letting them work. They're just doing their thing. Obviously smaller than me, but then they like do something great, hit me with a nice technique like scissor sweep, and I'm like, all right, bet. Slam this kid. Then I go just like hard in the paint because my ego was bruised.
Mm-hmm.
Part of my true self just came out.
Yeah. It's not you though.
It's not. But in those moments, right? Where I'm
Mm-hmm.
I'm more reactionary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. When you're stressed, your true colors show.
They do.
But that's a cool thing about jujitsu is we know everybody because you're like you can't hide anything
You
from
can't.
us. When you roll with someone, you can't hide anything.
No. Like if I get you in a bad position, are you gonna bite me? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't know. Just goes to show. Integrity.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why that's what you said. I love jujitsu though, because the struggle is real. The struggle continues to affirm and show you what kind of person are you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really can't hide anything. When rolling.
Mm-mm. Exposed.
Yeah. I feel like most people can read through that. Just on your attitude, your vibe, the
Mm-hmm.
way you roll, the way you move, like your grips. I don't know if other people know that, if they realize that like their grips are telling of like what their mental state is, you know, like how their life's going outside of jiu-jitsu. Just
Dang,
like little
call it.
things like that. Yeah, but it's true. Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts. Right? Like, what are you so tense for? You know?
mhm.
Because it's
Or
more than just training.
mhm. And it could go the other way too. If you're being too like soft, like you're not being direct with your movements or
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Exactly. 100%. Yeah. It's like there's clearly something else going on that's not just, or this is bringing out something that maybe is already there. You didn't realize that was there. You got to address it. Got to be
Mhm.
self aware about it. It's hard out here. Yeah.
Yeah. Can
Uh,
you do you think you can read people better while rolling than the average person just because you're a therapist? Like, do you read body language?
um,
Do you think
I
better
mean,
than the average person?
probably.
Mhm.
And not because I'm trying to, right? It's
It's just natural.
just being attuned to people's energy.
Mhm.
I mean, even out without a therapist, I'm just attuned to people's energy, just
Yeah.
like probably like you are, but maybe a
Mhm.
little more. Just
Yeah.
because I'm also observant of like you're quiet, but I know if you're a certain type of quiet, there's something else going on within your role.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's cool. Like I can read people, but then you read people like way deeper than what I can see, and I think that's awesome. Like, oh, you picked up on a detail that I did not see at all. It's just
It's
kind of
just
wild.
peeling back the second layer.
Mhm. Yeah, that's wild. And then some people probably can't even get past the first layer.
That part. You're there, right? You're gonna you start picking up on patterns of just like people, and
Mhm.
you're like, ah, like
Yeah.
right. It's kind of like with my dad when he's like with sports. It's so funny, or like basketball for example, or even football. He does it all the time. I never get it on video, but he does it all the time, where he just predicts what is about to happen, and it happens like 3 5 seconds later.
Mhm.
So we'd be watching basketball, and he's like, "Yeah, such and such about to get turnover." And then the turnover happens, or yep, like a big transition is about to happen. I'm like, and not just like it, like oh, 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, it's like right after. And he's like,
Yeah.
because he
Oh, that's cool.
watches it so much, he
Mhm.
just picks up on patterns.
Yeah. Yeah. Life is just patterns, really.
Yep, that's right. You could mess up the pattern.
But you're creating a new pattern.
Exactly. Yeah. So reading people, it's great. And like I said, you can't fake what's in your body. So
Mhm.
like, yeah, there's a difference between being like a spaz versus you are aggro.
Mhm. Yeah.
Big difference.
Mhm. Yeah, completely big difference.
Yeah. So just remember that, people. Don't identify with your accolades. Don't identify with your rank. Let go of the ego. Remember, true self comes out in the struggle. So find things to struggle about. Challenge yourself. Not in like death or anything like that. Like get to a near death kind of situation. But just challenging of like, you know, I'm a run, get my heart rate up. I want to quit right now. Quit after 5 seconds of that thought versus right then.
Mhm. Yeah. Just set little challenges.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have to be huge.
Little bites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
got anything else for this Zen?
uh, no, I thought of something that's not Zen.
Yeah. What?
Did you see where this kid got flipped over by his instructor and got paralyzed
Yeah, I did see that. Mm-hmm. And it
from
got
just get
awarded. I think like 56 million was the.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Very
yeah.
unfortunate.
Has that been happening a lot? Or people
No, I think
like
that just
people are
happened.
just flipping people off their backs?
I think that just happened. I saw another posting the other day. I think that particular thing happened was because of negligence, is because there was this black belt instructor with this new white belt, in the way that they like threw them, they locked their arms and everything, to where the guy just fell on his neck.
Mm. Oh, I got
So, yeah,
you.
so super negligent on the professor's part.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's why it's really important when like upper belts, or in general, like, you're the most important person on the mat is your partner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even being able sometimes to like save them from themselves is really important. Like, I mean, we do all the
Yeah.
time with like white belts and stuff, because they just don't realize it. So I'll let go of something, or they're moving, and if I would notice their ankle or something in a weird spot, like
Mm-hmm.
I'll move a certain way because they don't realize it, right?
Yeah. You're just more aware since
Mm-hmm.
being an upper belt, being on the mat more.
Yeah. Or if you like grab somebody and I have them locked up, like, or like we worked on takedowns and stuff. I'm not about to like do a takedown or throw somebody if they've never done a break fall or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, if you were on somebody's back though and they were to throw you forward, this is the best option just to let go, just to try to get off.
You could try to let go, or, always tuck and roll.
Mm-hmm.
Always tuck
Yeah.
and roll if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully somebody wouldn't have like everything locked up on you and then
Yeah, that's a
bring you
good point.
down at an awkward angle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's crazy for a black belt to do that.
Mm-hmm.
To
So
a new student too. It's
I
like,
know,
God
man.
dang, why?
That's why he was awarded 56 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but poor dude.
I
Like,
know.
what are you? I mean, you got money, but
Quality
can
of
you
life is, yeah,
can you enjoy can you
probably
enjoy
not.
life with that
You'd rather
56 million?
you'd rather have $0 if
Mm-hmm.
that was the case.
Yeah. I don't know.
Tragic.
Maybe Neuralink can save this dude.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that's what they're already trying to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So wild. Uh, I mean, that might be fitting for the overall for the quote I got
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
All right.
So quote here: a failure is not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. B.F. Skinner. So, actually, that didn't fit with the black belt and in that
Yeah.
situation.
It started to, and then
And then it didn't. And then it did not. But in general, outside of that event, yeah. Let me read that again. A failure is not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. B.F. Skinner.
yeah. I'm just thinking of that poor dude.
I mean, hey, um, it could fit, like 56 million definitely does not take any of that away, does not alleviate any of that. And his quality of life is definitely down. And, hopefully he can make the best out of a super shitty situation. Um, and, and figure out what that means for him moving forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be safe, people.
That's right. Safety first. Always. Number
Mm-hmm.
one.
Yeah. Protect your neck.
Well, I'm
Protect
coming.
your head.
Protect your limbs too,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you see Mikey talking about jujitsu and how violent it is?
I did not.
Mikey Musumeci. He's funny. Just a
Was it?
little
I mean,
nerdy
it is
dude.
violent, but was he like going over the top about it?
Yeah. He was like, it's violent. You can get choked, but you can also rip somebody's arm or leg off.
This guy.
Yeah. That was funny.
We hear you, Mikey. uh, well, is there anything else to add for
I don't think
41
so.
here? All right.
41.
Yeah, well, enlightened ones, we appreciate you again. Thanks for the additional subscribers.
Yeah.
Welcome. You are officially enlightened ones as well. Let's move towards Michaela and I's goal of hitting 75 next. So that's where we're at.
We're hitting it.
Yes, we will. So, again, this is Deja,
This is Michaela.
and we'll talk to y'all next time.
Peace.